Zoramthanga, Mizoram Chief Minister. Zoramthanga recounts the 1966 Indian Air Force bombing of Mizoram. The 1966 Indian Air Force bombing is something that, not a red letter day in our history, certainly. It's for the first time, when the Air Force, turned on its own people, something that, I think the Prime Minister also quoted in the Parliament. Now, Chief Minister Zoramthanga has affirmed on Sunday the veracity of a historical event wherein IAF warplanes bombarded the hill state in the northeast in 1966, which is 5 days after the Mizo National Party declared independence from India. So, this is a report that is on the Times of India's electronic copy. It says Chief Minister Zoramthanga, he's recounted the 1966 Indian Air Force bombing in Mizoram. Now, his disclosures follow a statement in the Parliament by the Prime Minister, like I said, Narendra Modi, who said aerial bombardment had occurred in Mizoram and the operation was carried out by the Congress government led by the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi on the 5th of March in 1966. I think he went on to say that that was the only time when the Indian Air Force dropped bombs on Indians, on its own people. Now, Zoramthanga, a former underground leader of the MNF, acknowledged that the events recounted by Modi were indeed accurate. At the time, Mizoram was a district of Assam with its administrative headquarters in Shillong. Now, the Chief Minister emphasized that the tumultuous period of 1966 marked a unique instance of the Indian Air Force employing its force against its own citizens within the country. He also recalled the devastation inflicted upon the main marketplace, Daurpui, in Aizawl. So, just a little facet. Your 2 cents on that, Varghese?
Well, Zoramthanga, there were rumors about such an incident happening, and when the Prime Minister spoke about it...
mind you, the MNF backed the Congress's no-trust motion.
See, that's what I'm saying. Politics makes different...
just to confuse you,
makes strange,
over there.
Makes strange
if you weren't
bedfellows.
already.
Politics does make strange bedfellows, and they did back they were out of the NDA side and on this. And now we have Zoramthanga coming in and saying that what the Prime Minister said on that, that you bombed your own citizens under a Congress government in 1966, IAF, this thing. Well, there were rumors about it, and probably it was a very, shielded event as well. But it has been also said that the attacks were actually against the rebel groups who had declared independence from India as well. So how much of that should be that? I think there's a lot of historical digging out to be done to actually find out what exactly happened during that time, and why was the IAF in fact deployed at that time when MNF, which was also in the at that time in the forefront of that so-called struggle, and it took some time before we could.
We will need a history lesson on that, but
yeah, it's a huge history lesson.
It was to battle insurgency, and Indian Air Force was used
because Northeast had a history of insurgency at that time.
Mizoram, I think, also looking ahead to assembly elections.
And
that is something that one has to look at as well. Zoramthanga, how the MNF has played its card with the Manipur violence, with the N. Biren Singh's moves, how Mizoram has catered to the Kukizo community and vice versa. It does get a little confusing. And on top of that, the MNF backing the no trust vote in the government, in the Parliament. But that is something we're going to have to wait and find out.